Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Lakeside View. I'm Kerry Ryan, and as always, I'm joined by my lovely co-hosts, Jake Piacenti, Chris Sanudo, and Lisa Polina. How are you guys?
I am doing well.
Thanksgiving is upon us.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna not eat any food.
What?
No.
It's a boy.
Are you fast? You mean like before Thanksgiving you're not gonna eat, or you're not eating at
Fasting.
Thanksgiving?
I'm fasting for the buffalo-lurkey at Lisa's house.
What is
Yeah.
the buffalo-lurkey?
It's like hot sauce. My dad marinates it and then he leaves it overnight and then he deep fries it.
That sounds like you have to go to the hospital after.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't make it next year.
No.
Well, let's move on. It seems as if every day brings a new beef in the music world, and the latest to pop up is Bad Baby versus Iggy Azalea. Both rappers were at Cardi B's Fashion Nova event at Boulevard in Hollywood Wednesday when Bad Baby hurled a drink in Azalea's direction. After the incident, Azalea took to her Instagram story to vent about what happened from inside the event. We have some of that story, so let's take a look.
Am I just gonna have a half and half wig for the rest of the night? And is Jerry Springer? What kind of whose baby is this? Dr. Phil off? Oh my god, I am a grown up. I cannot. I get that this little girl has made a name for herself acting a damn fool on television and online, but I'm a grown up.
That's some tea right there.
Yes.
I don't know if that's what she threw at her, but
We don't know what.
we don't know what it was. I heard it was a clear liquid.
That could be anything.
That could be
15.
anything.
She's
15.
She's 15 in a club. It was Cardi B's after party, so that's probably where she got the throwing idea from after Cardi
Probably.
B's big event. It seemed to be less destructive than a shoe.
Someone needs to put this
Her wig
baby
is
in the
ruined.
corner.
Iggy Azalea's wig is
She's
ruined.
been a bad baby
bad Bahati.
with 2 H's. And I mean, when you think about it, though, she's only been around for like 2 years, but her net worth is $3 million. And Iggy, who's been working, doing modeling, all that stuff since she was 16, she's 28 now, but she is only at $6 million right now.
Yeah, but she's from Australia, and the
Yeah.
dollary-do is like...
The dollary dude?
Yeah, that's
Are you
a-
confusing
no,
didgeridoo?
No, I'm dead serious. That's like their currency, the dollary-do.
That's
That is
a
That
lie.
sounds-
I didn't even know
Dad, can you call
either
in
of them were around
and
still.
ask?
I had no idea.
Yeah,
I haven't
I-
heard anything from them.
I just heard a Bad Baby song today, and it was kind of cool.
I
But
thought it sounded like a
Gucci
3-year-old made it. to be
flip-flop.
Gucci
honest.
flip-flop.
It was like
Flip-flop.
3rd grade language, which is what I speak in. So
well,
I
you know what
understood every
3rd
word.
graders would
You
love?
listen to country.
You know what
so
3rd graders would love?
Enough
A new Toy
said.
Story, maybe. Because Toy Story is back again, whether you wanted it or not. In the trailer, we see the classic characters, Woody, Buzz Lightyear, Rex, and co. However, there's a new face, or should I say utensil. It's a spork, and guess its name. I'll tell you, it's Forky. It's just a spork with pipe cleaner arms. So let's take a look at that little guy. Look at him. What is that?
Wow.
What does that say to you? Is that a toy?
It says that this world has no creativity.
They
That
put
is some
little
Toys R
cheeks
Us
on
clearance
him.
section item right there.
They put
I
little
mean,
cheeks on it.
What are those things?
and those are like like that's another thing they're adding. They're adding like carnival toys as well because a lot of kids get, you know.
Is that going to be
Yeah.
part of the movie, or is that just
That's Key
from the
and
trailer?
Peele.
I
I feel like
think-
that was a bit.
It was a bit, but I'm assuming that because a lot of people liked it, that they're gonna probably put it in the film.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
see why
Key
they would
and
get
Peele.
2 big names
Can
and
you
then
make
only
a
use
decision
it.
like that so late? Like, oh, they like the trailer with these people, and let's just throw them in the
They
movie.
can
Well, it's
literally
probably
do
in there
anything,
anyway.
yeah.
Pixar can
They can do that.
I mean,
do
yeah,
anything.
guess
I mean, they have
yeah.
till June of next year, I believe, to do it.
Yeah.
What's the
I thought
deal
it was
with the
June of
fork,
this
though?
year.
There was something that was so final about it. They were holding hands. They almost got incinerated. Sorry if I'm spoiling it for you, but you're a couple years too late, so too bad. But you know, they was finished. They were handed off to another child to just be, you know, they're gonna live that life again. And Andy moved on. Is Andy even gonna be in this one?
No.
Probably not.
I mean, what do you
He
guys?
gave the toys up. He gave them up. It's gonna be
Yeah.
that random girl.
Yeah, I saw a
Bonnie.
picture.
Bonnie.
Yeah, I saw the picture of her, like she was in it, so I'm assuming that she's gonna be.
It's probably her story now.
Yeah.
There's gonna be 99 other
Well,
Toy Stories.
I hope they don't change the story to be about the
Yeah.
spork, because that will just kill all 3 of
Yeah.
the movies.
And
Yeah, that's weird.
my question that we've discussed previously before this is that does the spork have a life of its own before it was made a toy in her mind, or are all inanimate objects? Or is like everything in the house just? That's the question.
Well, there is cars, so just
True.
Yeah.
Same universe, maybe.
yeah.
We'll have to figure it out when we see it. So, let's go on to something sad. Marvel Comics legend Stan Lee passed away at the age of 95 on Monday. No one has had more of an impact on my career and everything we do at Marvel Studios than Stan Lee, Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige remarked on Twitter. Stan leaves an extraordinary legacy that will outlive us all. Our thoughts are with his daughter, his family, and his millions of fans. Lee has made 57 cameos in the Marvel Universe, and I actually just recently saw that they put out on his Twitter a video of him talking about his fans, and we have a clip of that, so let's take a look.
And I get a letter from a fan, or I read something, or I see something, or I remember something, and I realize it's so lucky to have fans who really care about you. And that's the reason I care so much about the fans.
Wow. I mean, a lot of people were very, upset about his death, that, he's had a huge impact for a lot of people. It's been half of their lives. If you're 20 now, you were 10 when that first movie came out, like Iron Man, which really started like the whole Marvel universe that's been the popular one, even though there's been ones before that. But, it's sad to just see how, a big of an impact he really did have on people.
Yeah, I saw a video of him saying how all his fans come up to greet him, and they're just so thankful for everything that they've done, that he's done for them.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these, Marvel comics, that's all people's lives, that
It
takes
is.
up all their life,
Yeah.
and it's something that means a lot to them. So, he always loved people coming up to him, and they appreciate how much they impacted their own lives. So.
I agree.
That's nice.
Yeah, no, I'm really upset about it, but it's like I didn't realize how old that he was.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, oh,
But he'll live forever in our hearts.
he will.
Infinitively. So this one's for you,
And
Stan.
beyond, right?
And beyond. So let's just go on. It's been officially announced that Post cereal is releasing a Sour Patch Kids flavored cereal. We've seen junk food inspired cereal before, including Oreo O's, but a sour cereal is definitely something new. The cereal will be sold exclusively at Walmart starting December 26th and available at major retailers nationwide June 2019. But I don't want to wait till December 26th, guys. So for everyone at home, we are going to make our own Sour Patch Kids cereal. It's going to just be the candy
Dude, you just dumped
and
all the
some
sugar in there.
whole milk.
Oh.
And Jake's
Oh,
going to
no.
try first because he's the bravest. So let's see.
Wait, what?
You're going to go first, and we
Oh wait,
salute
no,
you.
I'll do it with you, bro.
No.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Gross.
Yo, I'm gonna get the
Gross.
red one. The red one's my favorite.
Hold up.
Hold on, wait.
I got it.
I got.
Wait.
Why did we get the big ones?
I
got-
got the big ones.
That was a
We got the
mistake.
big ones.
All right, I got
I
it.
want a blue one.
I got it right. Get that out of
Give
here.
me some.
All right, ready? I'm
Okay.
going for it. Here we go.
Here it is. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's not that good.
Ew.
It's not.
No.
Here, I'm just gonna.
That was really bad. I mean, once you got past the milk,
Do I bother wasting the milk? And
nah, yeah, take a sip of the milk. Shotgun the milk.
I'm not gonna try fans because I'm lactose intolerant.
I
and
stand
I respect
milk.
myself.
I think I'm the only person in the world that does not get affected by milk in the slightest.
I do.
I'm really curious to what the actual cereal is gonna taste like.
It was really bad.
It's really bad.
Oh my God.
You're taking a second bite. Keep eating it.
Once
I mean,
the
once
milk.
you get past the milk, it's just.
Yeah, once you
Well, I
swallow
mean,
the
yeah,
milk
but
and
why
then
do
it's
you
just
keep-
that.
Why do you keep
If you
eating
swallow the, it's literally just a
because
gummy
we're
bear
on
in
television,
milk.
I want to please the audience.
It's like a gummy kid, really, right?
It? Can you slurp the milk? No, drink the
Well,
milk.
that's-
We are going to go to a break. Maybe we'll have our guest, Melissa Wilson, try it. But first, we're going to go to a break and come back, and we will talk about Oswego students and the new Pokemon characters. So stay tuned.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up? We finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Welcome back. It's now time for our campus chatter with Chris. This week, Chris asked Oswego students their opinion on the new look of the Pokemon characters for the movie Detective Pikachu. I think that's what it's called. So let's take a look.
Oh, hi guys. I'm here at the world's biggest bullhorn. But today we're gonna talk about Pokemon. They just dropped a new trailer and we're gonna go around the campus. We're gonna find new exciting places like a real Pokemon adventure. We're gonna ask people what they think of it. And honestly, some of the designs are kind of wacky, so we're gonna find out what people's opinions on them are. So let's go. Go! Pokemon trailer. I don't know if you know about it. You know Pokemon at all? I do. Yeah, you do. Well, they released a trailer, and I'm just looking at these pictures because I found the puppets online. Really weird. It's the puppets they're using for the movie, and I just want to show you them, and I want to get your initial reactions. Okay, sound good?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so this is Pikachu.
It's pretty solid. Yeah, that's creepy.
That's wild.
That's pretty creepy.
Yeah, he looks so fluffy.
Yeah, Pikachu's pretty cool. We got Psyduck.
That's mad funny. That's a good one.
That is good, right? Like he's holding his head and everything.
That's accurate.
He's got a big old headache.
As per usual. That's funny.
I feel like he embodies a college student. He's just stressed out all the time. He's always stressed out. He's holding his head. He's always got a migraine. What do you think about Psyduck?
Does he blink? Like, he doesn't have eyelids or anything. Like,
no, he's got dead eyes. Like that's how you know you're a real cop. Got the head of Charizard. It's really unsettling too.
That actually looks really awesome, and that would look really nice mounted above a fireplace.
cool dragon from like Game of Thrones or something.
Yeah, he got horns.
He does. Snuffle.
That's actually really funny.
I don't like the way I don't like the way he's looking at me. Like he's looking at me like he's got a problem, like he's got beef, and like he's definitely got beef with someone around here. But like in Oswego, we squash that beef real quick. Like don't catch him on Bridge Street.
No,
that's like Snuffle or whatever. I don't know his name.
He looks so mad.
A personal favorite. We got Greninja. He just looks so ugly. He looks as if like you took a frog and you just squeezed him with your hand and his eyes bulged out of his head.
That's exactly what he looks like, and knowing that the scarf around his neck is actually his tongue is even more unsettling too. Unwraps from around his neck, so that's how that's how he does like his moves and stuff like that. I haven't watched the anime with that part that like he's in, but I'm sure you can find an episode where he eats in it.
I'm gonna scour the internet just to see this thing eat. Look at these dead eyes. How does that thing eat? What a crazy adventure. We went to a different building this time, so, you know.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
What an ending, you know? I'm always surprised seeing the campus chatter with Chris, and it never ceases to amaze me. But, so, I mean, I don't know anything about Pokemon. I did Pokemon Go for like when it hit July, like 2 years ago. I tried it, I exercised, I fell, I was outside for a little bit. But that's it. I don't know anything other than Pikachu.
Let me fill you in. So it's Detective Pikachu.
Okay.
All right, so it's Pikachu, and it's like they live in, it's Pokemon, they live in a city, they all live in harmony, blah, 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 blah. And this dude's dad goes missing, and Pikachu comes, and he's like, he's Ryan Reynolds, and he's like, hey, yo, let me help you find your dad. And he's like, did you just talk to me, Pikachu? And he's like, you heard me? And then it's just stuff happening the whole time. But I don't, it's weird because like you would expect like the, like cute Pokemon stuff, and it's like they went like hyper realistic, like it's like they're actual animals.
Yeah.
And it kind of throws me off. Like Jigglypuff looks super weird.
Yeah, I think we have a picture of Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff is so odd.
I mean,
he's just
oh
really,
god,
really.
he looks like a little Elvis Presley. He's like
He's got
happy
the
there,
hair
but then like he gets angry, but he's still so cute.
Oh,
look
yeah,
at-
he's so angry.
That's me when we run out of milk. And you know who drinks a lot of milk? This guy. Look at him.
Eh.
Like who doesn't?
Yeah.
Someone's gonna have a bellyache
Wait,
later.
I just want to point out.
He's a growing
our
boy.
cameraman, camera 2, Aiden, right there. We had so much more on him in that package, and we just cut it all
I just
out.
didn't want to use it. I didn't want to use it.
He's
I
lucky
didn't want
he
to hurt
even made
the
it in,
audience's eyes.
Aiden.
I mean, it is what it is, but
They want me to shotgun the milk. That's what they
Who
said.
said that? Did they
is that what
Or
Detective
assistant
Pikachu
producer.
would
our
want?
producer,
ghost.
our assistant producer?
Chug.
Chug.
No,
Keep your
I
opinions
refuse.
to yourself,
I refuse
assistant
to chug
producer.
this milk.
Do you know how many cows that Melissa Wilson had to tip to get this milk?
I'm just.
Calcium.
Does that make you Eskimo bros because you shared the same milk?
I don't think that's how that works.
I mean, we'll have to put Detective Pikachu on the case of that one because, I mean, so let's take a look at the other ones because I don't even know their names. I had to ask someone in the office there what the names
That
were.
looks like the from Shrek, Donkey's wife.
Charizard.
What's his name? Dragon?
Dragon.
Or her name was Dragon.
What's her? Dragon.
Maybe that's like after Shrek
His
ended, even though
eyes are as blue
there's
as
gonna
the
be a
ocean.
reboot for Shrek, but maybe in the meantime she's getting those jobs. Oh, look at that. That is disturbing.
That is a dog.
Is that a bow tie?
A pug? Maybe?
It's a Snuffle. He's like a bulldog or something.
That's okay.
He's a pit.
Talking about the
This
the
is
trailer.
me
talking about
when
the
I
trailer real quick.
realized I had to get an oil change because I was 1,200 miles over the amount. And no one here would take my car, but I finally got it. Thanks, bruh. Thanks, bruh. But, I mean, are you guys going to go see the movie?
What movie?
It actually looked pretty good. Like, the story looked pretty solid.
All right, well, I'm not going to see it probably, but it's okay. So it's time for another commercial break. But when we return, we'll be joined by the wonderful Melissa Wilson. Stay tuned.
Guys, I don't feel so good. Shouldn't have had that chili for lunch.
The inherent right to work is one of the elemental privileges of a free people. Endowed, as our nation is, with abundant physical resources, and inspired as it should be to make those resources and opportunities available for the enjoyment of all, we approach reemployment with the real hope of finding a better answer than we have now.
Donate to Goodwill, where your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Welcome back to the Lakeside View. We are joined tonight with General Manager of WTOP, Melissa Wilson. That's right.
It's like having the president
It's a
here.
live studio audience. Live studio
I love that
audience.
comparison.
So, let's just get into it, and you just give us, how did you get to General Manager?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is my 4th year at SUNY Oswego. It's been great. I'm in grad school now, so I did transfer here during my undergrad. Started off as a crew member on the zine, prompter. That's where I got my start. And then I joined the HR board and I was a social media director for about a year and a half, and then I moved up to VP of HR. And here I am as a first full academic year as serving as GM. So it's been great. It's been a ride.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
It is exciting.
Stuff.
Yes.
What are your day-to-days like? Like, what do you do every single day?
As a GM or just as like a student?
I want to hear both sides. I want to hear
GM first. Let's do the GM.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get specific.
So I am in grad school, so my schedule kind of will vary throughout the week. I have one in-face class on Mondays and 2 online classes, so that allows like my schedule to be more open. I attend several meetings daily, keeping busy with all general manager responsibilities, I guess. And I do have a great e-board to help me out with those responsibilities. So just meetings, checking, make sure everything's okay, keeping up with all 6 departments, and just my personal responsibilities. So it depends on what week we're at.
Definitely. And you also, like you said, you're in grad school and you're part of the grad studies. So what is your involvement with that?
Yeah, so I'm studying strategic communications with a specialization in integrated network social media. So I'm also a grad assistant on the 6th floor of Culkin in the grad studies office, so that's been great. I get to manage multiple social media accounts for grad studies, and that's what my main goal is after I graduate in May, is to be able to manage various social media accounts across many platforms for either like large corporation or nonprofit. And then this week, I'm actually have a SUNY Oswego Instagram Laker takeover, so that's been super fun getting to work with different departments on campus as well.
Yeah.
Wow, so famous of you. I follow
I'd
all
like
of
to
your
imagine.
social medias, and especially the one that you do for Oswego. Actually, our roommate Rachel was like, "Did you guys see Melissa took over like the Oswego page?" I was like, "Yeah."
That's when you know.
We know.
When you hit outside of TOP, when regulars start asking around, that's when you know.
Yeah, I've had people like come up to me. Last year during Media Summit, I did a Snapchat like Laker takeover. When I was on the Media Summit e-board, and someone came up to me. They're like, "Wait, I recognize you. Did you do a Laker takeover?" I was like, "Yes."
Oh my
So
God.
it was exciting.
You're gonna start having to give out autographs.
Oh, hopefully, I'll have to get like one of those like stamps, you know, with my autograph already done. So it'll be a lot easier.
So much fame. So your headshot just.
That's why she's the boss.
Oh.
So how do you feel like you're in grad school, like you didn't just do, you know, like the regular amount of time, like do you think it's like important for people to do grad school?
Definitely. You know, I was able to realize that for what I wanted to do, it was essential for me to take that next step in my education, and it's really been able to allow me to grow both personally and professionally, so I really have benefited from the 2 extra years of education here on our campus, so it's been great.
Yeah.
Now, I just have a question about your personal life. All right, I just want to get into it.
Now that she's on blast.
Now, I just want to put you on blast here. I've heard a rumor. It's coming down. Do you tip cows?
I've heard this rumor also.
I actually have as well. It's spiraling.
I heard it's one of your passions.
I heard it's where we got the milk from. One of the cows that you tipped.
No, I've never been cow tipping. I have heard, people have been asking me that. I have never been cow tipping, but you know, I know people, that's a thing. But I do not condone that behavior.
That's just so surprising to me.
I feel like the person who started that rumor is probably so pretty.
Yeah.
Was it you?
Wait, say it again?
Chris?
No, she said that the person that started the rumor is super pretty.
Oh, I think so.
it was me.
I don't remember because I was so
started the
blinded by her beauty that I just didn't. I
It was
couldn't
like
see
a
it. It was
ray
like
of
it was
light.
like a bright star.
that's how I felt.
So we'll never really know,
blindsided for
and it'll
sure.
always be a mystery. And whether we believe Melissa or not, that's up to you at home.
We'll have
But
the viewers vote later in a
we
Twitter
will.
poll.
Yeah.
Does Melissa Wilson tip cows, yes or no?
But let's take a quick commercial break and let her regroup because she's getting nervous. So, but we'll have more with her. So stay here.
limited space, you can't run down to the store to buy parts. You have to improvise with what you have on your mission. Making is when there is something new that was not in existence at the beginning of the day.
Okay.
It's an incredible sense of accomplishment when you have made something. That's why I make. Now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Hey, we're back with Melissa. So something that I wanted to get into before that we didn't get into is one of the things you did as general managers. You got to go to Seattle because there was an award to be won. Tell us about that.
So one of my first general manager responsibilities was right after May 1st when I started. I got to submit on behalf of WTOP a whole bunch of categories, whether it's like best promo, best specialty broadcast. So we actually finished as finalists at the CBIs, which was hosted in Seattle this year. So I got to go to Seattle to accept our award, and with 997 entries over 27 categories, we got 4th place. So we got a nice trophy. Ooh. And we got our award sent to us in the mail the other day. And shout out to our past VP of Creative Services, Griffin actually made that promo, so it has his name on it. So it was really great to be able to go and explore Seattle and be a part of a 3-day conference for college broadcasts.
That's awesome. Did you drink any Starbucks coffee while you were there?
No. But there is a Starbucks on every corner.
It's
and
true.
it rained every day. Only a little
That's
bit, though.
so true.
It was very easy.
How is it interacting with like the other student orgs?
Yeah, it was really great. I know. I mean, stations from across the country got to go. Specifically, I got to talk to students from a radio station at Texas Tech, I believe, and I'm still in contact with them. We were just talking about like the variations of things that they do at that like large campus where they have like 40,000 undergrad students compared to like our 8,000 undergrad. So it was really great to see like what these other college campuses, like media orgs, are doing, and you know how can we use some of their like tactics and they can use ours, vice versa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
That's
great.
Crazy.
Was it all conferences all day, or did you get to do anything fun?
I did get to do sightseeing, you know, after the conference ended at about like 5 p.m. every day. So I tried walking down to the pier, multiple times throughout the day. It was just like a couple blocks away. So I actually got to go on the wheel, the Great Wheel. Yeah, I went on top of, went in it and went around like 4 times. And I went with my friends from, Texas Tech. So it was a lot of fun. It was really cool. And yeah, it was a beautiful, beautiful couple of days, and got to go to the public market as well. That was a lot of fun. Just got to, whether it was local cuisine that they were serving and selling, or local bands that were performing, it was a lot of fun. And right here in this photo, this is where they're like throwing fish and like singing about it. So it was just like, get like immersed in that Seattle culture, I guess.
So I wish I could go to Seattle. I should win something.
Make a promo, creative services.
Yeah. And I'll go, but definitely.
Yeah. I got the big question. Did you eat any soup?
What?
Yes, okay. I was looking, there's multiple soup like restaurants on every corner next to my hotel, and it was just one of those things where I wanted to go do, and they were always closed. So it was like a Snapchat adventure for everyone who had me on Snapchat. Like, Chris was following along with it, obviously.
I was really invested whether or not you got to eat some soup.
Yeah. I did, yeah.
I was very disappointed that you didn't.
I'm just so, is soup a thing in Seattle?
I was like in the business district, and there's just a lot of small like restaurants and stuff, so I just got to go explore that. And,
that's awesome.
It was great.
But that's